G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the NRL Finals Week 2. Now this could be the last time that my Parramatta Eel get a tipping video. Hopefully it's not the case. You're going to find out what my tip is. I'm going to go with my head and my heart and summarise both of these games. We've got some fantastic games to get through. We've seen week 1 of the final. We've seen a huge upset with the South Sydney Rabbitohs beating the Penrith Panthers. Go and check out our sponsor, Drom Clothing Co. over on Instagram. Make sure you use code ENT15 so that you do get a discount at drom.com.au, guys. But let's get straight into week 2, which is our semi-finals for the NRL.
Subscribe to Entertainer.
So a few people, including myself, last week tipped the Sea Eagles to beat the Storm. The Storm have won 19 games in a row, 18 games in a row. They've had a successful season, but they've looked a little bit off. Now, they came out, they beat Manly, 40 points to 12. Very impressive victory. Turbo was shut down. A few players that have had a fantastic season were shut down over the weekend. I'm going to bring them up here. Manly take on the Roosters in a elimination semi-final. Manly have been great all year. They started the year very horribly, and a lot of those errors crept up in a big, important game. Manly lost this game 40 points to 12, which is going to be in their mindset all game. And their opponent, the Sydney Roosters, well, they've been tough and gritty all year. They're playing finals footy. They're in fifth position, knocking off the Gold Coast Titans in a thrilling game of football towards the end. Very unlucky for the Titans fans there. As for the Roosters, we've seen them back at their full strength pretty much now with Jared Waerea-Hargreaves, with Angus Crichton and Victor Radley in the side, and they retain those players once again, so they have a very good team on paper. As for Manly, Tanela Paseka is back via the interchange. He was fantastic starting throughout the year for Manly, but Josh Aloiai has been named in that number 8 jersey. Who am I going to go for in this game? I'm going to go the unders. I'm going to take the unders at $1.90 at 46.5. I reckon there'll be about 40 to 44 points max. I don't think we'll go over the points here. It's a finals intensity game. I am going to go Manly 13 plus here. I think that the Roosters have had a fantastic season, but I think it's going to come crashing to an end this weekend. So I'm going to take Manly to win by 18. I'm going to go Manly 30 to 12. They need to put out a big response, and I think Tom Trbojevic was shut down. I'm going to take him to score the first try of the match. I like Brad Parker and Daly Cherry Evans to score a try at any time, and it is a roughie, and I'm going for some roughies this weekend. It's finals footy, very different intensity. I'm going with Jared Waerea-Hargreaves to score a try at any time as the Roosters season comes to a close. Manly advance to play the Rabbitohs next week. Sees a huge game, the Battle of the West, the Penrith Panthers, who have been great all year. They have had their fair share of injuries, but here they are in finals footy once again, finishing second on the NRL ladder, very close to that minor premiership, up against my Parramatta Eel, finishing 6th, which is a little bit unfortunate considering we started the year really well. We're inconsistent. We were able to beat the Melbourne Storm twice this season, but it's been a very up and down season with losses to Manly, to the Dragons, kept 0 to the Roosters. So, look, if this is the end of the road for the Eels, there'll be a season review, but it's been a very odd season. I've been proud of some of the results, but for the most part, it's been an unforgettable season for strange moments, really strange moments, especially the kept 0 by the Roosters, I think, really stands out for us. That Manly scoreline as well. How crazy would it be? I just want to put this out there. If the Rabbitohs face the Eels in the NRL Grand Final, no team that's ever had 50 points put on them has gone on to win the Grand Final, and that would guarantee one of those sides a premiership. But enough about that. Let's get into our second semi-final. It all starts on Saturday at 7:30. It's the Penrith Panthers and the Eel. The Penrith Panthers were shell-shocked last week by the Rabbitohs. James Fisher-Harris had, I think, 7 runs for around 50 to 90 metres, somewhere in between that, definitely under 100. Brian To'o shut down. So many key players just didn't step up in those big moments, and you need that to happen. And I expect it to happen this week. I expect a really, really good game here. They welcome back Scott Sorensen on the bench, and Dylan Edwards is back at fullback for this one. Obviously, Stephen Crichton moved to fullback, and Charlie Staines on the wing. I think it was the other way around earlier, but it was switched for the game. But Penrith, they lose to the Rabbits in a very tight game. They're going to be really, really fired up for this game. They obviously lost the premiership deciding game last season, and they look one game away almost to be back there if they can play really well against the Eel and then beat the Melbourne Storm next week. Who's going to book a ticket with the Storm? We'll have to wait and see. As for the Eels, I'm just trying to check. So Ryan Madison returns via the bench for this game. He's not in the starting side. Marata Niukore is challenging a fine, but both him and Junior Paulo have been cleared to play. I wasn't very happy with our performance against the Knights. Our defence was very off. We were letting in too many tries from Anare Tuala on that wing. If Fergo stays on his wing, they give us a huge chance of this game. Realistically, I think Penrith will win. But you know what, guys? We've had a great season. We have beaten the Storm twice. We have competed in these tight games. And the big thing for me is that Mitchell Moses has stepped up under pressure. I've never seen that before. We're almost out of the game against the Knights, and I know there was a very tough call involving Will Penasini towards the end. But I think the pressure and the forwards of the Eels are really starting to stand up when it matters most. And you know what? I'm going to tip the Eels here. I think that we can end Penrith's season. It will be very unfortunate for Penrith to go out in straight sets. This will be our third consecutive year of a finals week 2 exit if we lose, but I don't think we'll lose. It's going to be a close game. It's going to go down the wire. It could even go to Golden Point if both of these sides play to the best of their ability, just like Roosters and Titans last week, that tight. But I'm going to go the Eels by 6. I think that Parramatta can win 24 points to 18. Penrith's attack is very lethal, and for that reason, they're good to back every week, just like last week. I think they will score the first try of the match. I like Paul Momorowski at $15 to score the first try. Regan Campbell-Gillard is paying $13. Let's remember, this is his old club. The form he was in last week, he was outstanding, monstrous hits. Makatawa was good as well, but he's been dropped out of the side. But really great performance from Campbell-Gillard and Mitchell Moses as well. So look, I'm going to go the Eels 1-12 here, which is paying $5. They were $9 against the Storm. They had that win streak. If these boys turn up, I truly believe we can beat Penrith. I'm nervous as hell for a finals week 2 exit. Once again, we're just becoming a laughing stock. But you know what? Realistically here, I think Parramatta can beat the Penrith Panthers. And I'm going with a scoreline of 24 points to 18. And yeah, I'm going to go Regan Campbell-Gillard to score a try at any time. Maybe Gutherson might be another good choice in there. Really, really good game. Expect a great game of finals footy on Saturday. So those are my tips, guys. I'm tipping the Sea Eagles to win 13+ and the Parramatta Eels 1-12. Make sure you let me know your tips in the comments. I do apologise that the tipping video was out last Wednesday. I did have some things on, and I know that less people got to see it, so it's great that everyone gets to see it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.